What are the winners for the best cars of the year? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. 2023 was a great year for cars, and of the 50 or so brand new models that I tested, on top of hundreds of other models over the past several years, there were certainly a handful that I would consider to be winners, including one model in particular that's worthy of being Car of the Year. But before getting into it, remember, if you enjoy and get value of this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now for each category, I'm going to choose a winner and a runner-up. So before we get to the Car of the Year, let's go through the winners in the other categories, starting with the category of the most affordable car. And the winner of the most affordable Car of the Year is the Mazda 3. Despite being affordably priced, this is a car that really punches above its weight. It is incredibly well made, very stylish, sporty, and fun to drive, and it has a surprisingly premium and expensive feeling interior that has a lot of great tech. And best of all, there's a version for almost everyone. You can get either a sedan or a more practical hatchback, front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, a simple naturally aspirated engine or a surprisingly powerful turbo engine, and a wide variety of trims and options. It really is a gem of a car, and so good in fact that I actually decided to buy one for myself. So with that one out of the way, now let's move on to the runner-up for the most affordable car, and that one is the Toyota Corolla Hybrid. Much like the Mazda 3, the Corolla Hybrid delivers just about everything one could ask for in an affordably priced car. It's extremely well made, super reliable, drives great, offers plenty of great tech and safety features, and like the Mazda, you can get it with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but best of all, it's a hybrid, which means it's also incredibly fuel efficient. There is really no better way to get your foot in the door of electrification than right here, especially if you're shopping on a budget. And now let's move on to the next category, which is the winner of Best Plug-in Car. Now for this category, I decided to pick one fully electric car and one plug-in hybrid car. Now let's start with the winner of the Best Electric Car. And for that, I've chosen the Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 is really an excellent choice for those who feel ready to get their foot in the door of fully electric car ownership. It is an incredibly well-designed car that really does give you everything that you would expect, plus a lot more. It has excellent driving range and among the fastest charging speeds of any EV that you can buy. It feels great to drive and has really strong performance. The interior is incredibly spacious and filled with a lot of really impressive tech. And with Tesla opening up its charging network, Hyundai soon will be switching over to the North American charging standard, which means that charging and owning an Ioniq 5 is only going to get better and a lot easier with time. And now for my pick for the best plug-in hybrid vehicle, the winner is the Toyota Prius Prime. No car introduced this past year has arguably been improved more than the redesigned Toyota Prius. The latest generation was a dramatic leap forward in almost every single way. Range, efficiency, performance, technology, and of course the design. And all without sacrificing the things that matter the most in a Prius, like the reliability and the low cost of ownership. It really is well deserving of the win. And now let's move on to the winner of Best Truck of the Year. And for this one, I've chosen the Honda Ridgeline. Now I know there's some that'll say that the Ridgeline is not really a proper truck, but trust me on this one, that will not matter when you drive it, because no other truck comparable in price is anywhere near this comfortable and easy to drive, while still being incredibly spacious, practical, and able to do almost everything most truck buyers need. It also has an excellent V6 engine. It's extremely reliable and durable, which really can't be said of every other truck. But my runner-up for Best Truck of the Year is also a phenomenal choice, and that one is the Toyota Tacoma. The Tacoma has been completely redesigned, and for the most part, Toyota really did an excellent job. Yes, the turbo 4-cylinder engine is not as good as a proper V6, like you get in the Ridgeline, and it also can't compare in terms of comfort. But if you want a proper body-on-frame truck, the Tacoma is a real winner. Toyota made massive improvements, and there's a version for almost everyone, including a new available hybrid. In fact, I suspect the hybrid version will be a proper winner for Truck of the Year when it eventually becomes available, but because nobody has driven it yet as of now, the runner-up spot will have to do. And now let's move on to the best SUV of the year. And the pick for this one is the Honda CR-V Hybrid. This one was a nice surprise to review this past year because although the CR-V Hybrid is not perfect in every way, it manages to nail almost everything so well. It's extremely well made, it drives great, it has really good fuel economy, it's super spacious and practical, and with that proven hybrid system, it should also be extremely reliable. Aside from being a bit pricey, there's really nothing to fault. It's just a superb crossover SUV. But the runner-up is a solid choice that you really can't go wrong with either, and that is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and RAV4 Prime. The RAV4 Hybrid offers pretty much everything that you get with the CR-V Hybrid, just with a tad less space and slightly less refined, less comfortable ride, which is to be expected given that the current generation RAV4 has been around for quite a while and will likely be updated next year. Even so, what it has that makes it a no-brainer is unbeatable value. Value in terms of pricing, its efficiency, its low running costs, its resale value, and of course, its reliability. And this is true regardless of whether you get the RAV4 Hybrid, the RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid, or even the regular version, and that's a combination that very few other SUVs can match. And now moving on to the category of Best Luxury Vehicle, and the winner for this category is the Lexus RX 350h. There are a lot of excellent luxury vehicles on the market, but there are very few that you can buy that has the same combination of amazing qualities that you get with the RX. Not only is it incredibly luxurious, very comfortable, and really well made, but it also delivers a few qualities that tend to be a little bit rare for a luxury vehicle. It has extremely low running costs, especially if you go for the RX 350h, which is the hybrid version and arguably the best value to go for. It has a phenomenal reputation for being extremely reliable, even if you keep it for upwards of 10 to 15 years. And because of that, it also has much better resale value than most of its rivals. So if you want a luxury SUV that really has it all, the RX 350h is one of the best choices that you can buy. And now for the runner-up of Best Luxury Vehicle, we have the Porsche Cayenne. I tested the updated 2024 Cayenne earlier this year, and it really is an impressive SUV. Very luxurious with a solid feel and extremely well made. Phenomenal performance and handling, whether you go with the base V6 engine, the hybrid, or one of the V8 engines, and it's all wrapped together in a really stunning package that's just super desirable. And to top it off, the Cayenne has a better reputation for quality while also maintaining better resale value than a lot of its competition, which is another great bonus. Now we're almost at the best car of the year, but before we get there, let's go on to one other category that I really wanted to include, and that's the category of Best Sports Car of the Year. And my winner for that one is the Mazda MX-5. This one for me was a real no-brainer. If you want a proper sports car, one that delivers amazing performance and handling, but also is incredibly fun to drive, there are very few other cars that you can buy that do a better job than the MX-5. Especially at its price. And not only is it an incredibly fun car, but it's also really well made, surprisingly fuel efficient, and has phenomenal reliability as well. It's just an incredible sports car, and almost everybody that drives one really seems to agree. But if you have more money for something a little bit higher up and more exciting, then you might want to take a look at my runner-up for the best sports car, and that one is the Porsche 718 GTS 4.0. Now the 718 is available in two different versions. You have the Cayman Coupe, and you also have the Boxster Roadster, but whichever one you go with, you are getting an incredible sports car experience. And I think the GTS 4.0 in particular is the best one to go for, because you get the same amazing naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine from the far more expensive and the far more special GT4, but in a more attainable and also in a more affordable package. Performance, handling, luxury, you name it, the 718 GTS really has it all, and it's an easy winner for the runner-up position of the best sports car of the year. And finally, that brings us to the overall winner for the best car of the year. And the winner is the Toyota Prius and Prius Prime. Quite simply, there was no other car that was introduced in the past year that went through such a dramatic improvement in almost every single way as the Toyota Prius. Toyota really made it so much better in every single way that matters, improving the efficiency and the electric driving range of the plug-in hybrid Prius Prime, while also dramatically improving the performance. They also made it a much better driving car and a surprisingly good handling car too. The interior has also been dramatically updated with much better tech. And of course, there's the design, which in some ways is so eye-catching, it's pretty hard to believe that this is really a Prius. But at the same time, Toyota has maintained all the important qualities that make the Prius such a great car. Not only is it incredibly efficient, but because it has an evolution of the same well-proven hybrid system that Toyota has been refining for so many years, the reliability and build quality are absolutely top-notch. If you've been eyeing a hybrid or maybe a plug-in hybrid for your next vehicle purchase, it's really tough to find one that's as well-rounded as the Prius or the Prius Prime. And either one absolutely deserves the title of Best Car of the Year. So there you have it. Let me know what you thought of my picks for the best cars of the year, and which of them would you consider buying for yourself. And make sure to come back next time where I go through my list of the worst cars of the year that I test drove in 2023. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also check out my other videos by clicking these links over here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. And if you need additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to visit carhelpcan.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.